Welcome. Today we're taking a close look at the BMW R1300R Exclusive. We'll cover its strengths, weaknesses, and who this roadster really makes sense for. Exclusive isn't just a different paint scheme. It signals a more premium overall presence, finer finishes, tasteful details, and a clear upmarket feel, without losing that raw, naked bike character. At the heart of it all is the new 1300cc Boxer engine, which makes the R1300R noticeably more confident and composed than its predecessors. Add to that modern rider assistance features, a fresh electronics suite, and BMW's trademark formula of shaft drive and everyday-friendly ergonomics. Presented by Motorize.de, the #1 source for new and used spare parts. Gern? Bitte sende mir den deutschen Voice-Over-Text für Szene 2. Dann übersetze ich ihn idiomatisch, natürlich und ansprechend ins Englische. BMW's R Roadsters have embodied the sportier, more purist take on the Boxer concept for decades. An upright riding position, plenty of torque, but no fairing and no touring baggage. From the early R models through the water-cooled generations and onto the R1250R, the line has steadily evolved toward greater precision and more electronics. The BMW R1300R Exclusive continues that trajectory with real conviction, featuring an all-new drivetrain and a tighter, more compact package. What matters isn't just the extra power, but the way it feels. Less inertia, more punch down low, and a more modern, more direct character. The chassis also takes a clear step forward, with updates like the refined Telelever Evo. In Exclusive trim, it feels more grown-up and more clearly defined. A sporty roadster with a premium finish. Gern, mir fehlt nur der eigentliche Text von Szene 4. Bitte füge den deutschen Voice-Over-Text und gern auch kurz Kontext, Zielgruppe Ton, zum Beispiel wer spricht und wofür hier ein, dann übersetze ich ihn idiomatisch, natürlich und ansprechend ins Englische. At the heart of the BMW R1300R Exclusive is a 1300 Boxer engine with shift-cam variable valve timing. It produces 145 horsepower at 7,750 RPM and 149 newton-meters of torque at 6,500 RPM, delivering strong, effortless pull without losing that signature Boxer character. Power is managed through a 6-speed gearbox, with drive sent to the rear wheel the classic way via a shaft. On the chassis side, BMW fits Telelever Evo up front and Paralever Evo at the rear. Optional dynamic ESA further boosts comfort and sportiness with automatic damping adjustment. Electronically, you get multiple riding modes, ABS Pro and traction control. One real-world highlight, the standard 6.5-inch TFT display brings together settings, ride modes, and connectivity in a clear, easy-to-read layout. Gern. Mir fehlt nur der eigentliche Text. Bitte sende den deutschen Voice-Over-Text für Szene 6 einfach hier einfügen. Dann übersetze ich ihn idiomatisch, natürlich und ansprechend ins Englische. Visually, the R1300R Exclusive looks more compact and more of a piece. The redesigned frame architecture shifts the engine forward in the overall silhouette, tightening the proportions, so the bike appears more planted and present on its wheels. Up front, a sharp-edged LED headlight defines the face, while the Exclusive trim sets itself apart from the base model with richer surfaces and precisely placed accents. In terms of ergonomics, you sit in classic roadster fashion. Upright but more engaged. The wide handlebar offers plenty of leverage, the knee grip area is nicely slim, and different seat options let you tailor the seat height to fit. One everyday highlight, the high-mounted 6.5-inch TFT remains easy to read even in bright sun, positioned so you only have to glance away from the road briefly. It makes commuting and touring noticeably easier. Gern, mir fehlt nur noch der eigentliche Text von Szene 8. Bitte sende den deutschen Voice-Over-Text oder ein Fotoscreenshot davon und sag mir kurz, Zielton eher neutral, emotional, humorvoll, werblich? 2 Zielvariante, US- oder UK-Englisch? Gibt es Längen-Timing-Vorgaben, zum Beispiel Maxe Sekunden oder Wörter? Dann liefere ich dir eine idiomatische, natürlich klingende englische Fassung. In everyday riding, the BMW R1300R Exclusive feels surprisingly light on its feet, even though it tips the scales at just under 240 kilos ready to ride. The Boxer's low center of gravity makes slow-speed maneuvering easy, and the engine responds cleanly to the throttle, ideal for relaxed city cruising or swift, confident overtakes. Out on country roads, the chassis layout really shines. The Telelever Evo front end keeps the bike composed under braking, while the Paralever Evo rear adds calm and stability when driving hard out of corners. With optional dynamic ESA, its character becomes far more versatile, plush over broken pavement, taut and precise in sport mode. Long-distance comfort comes from the upright ergonomics and practical extras like heated grips or cruise control when fitted. One tangible benefit: the lighter wheels noticeably reduce steering effort on turn-in. Gern, mir fehlt nur der eigentliche Text. Bitte füge den deutschen Voice-Over-Text für Szene 10 hier ein oder lade ihn als Datei hoch. Dann übersetze ich ihn idiomatisch, natürlich und ansprechend ins Englische.